Good afternoon, Internet. Welcome back. It is Sunday. It is Guild Wars Day. And as also, I am back. It has been one full week since last time I streamed. And I was going to stream yesterday originally, but ultimately I kind of bailed out on it because I there were a number of things going on in my head. I suppose it ultimately all just added up to I didn't really feel like it. But, it was a crazy week of travel. I was in New York, and then when I got back, work was crazy for a couple of days. So yesterday was kind of the first potential quiet day that I was going to have, and I decided to capitalize on it and just kind of have a me day. That I also had a little bit of seasonal depression kicking in, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be very good on camera. So I'm feeling slightly better today. Having said that, today might be a little bit short. I might only go for about 2 hours or so today. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along. But anyway, oops, hang on. Push buttons. Hey, Slayer Val, welcome in. How are you doing today? I was just doing my intro. I haven't been streaming for a week because I had a big work trip thing going on, and yesterday was kind of the first quiet day I had just to myself, so I just kind of took the day off. But I'm back and continuing the Guild Wars Iron Challenge. Doing good. Clean up your PC desktop, rearrange some stuff. Oh man, I need to do that. My desk is a mess. You know what I've got? I've got like a lot of I've got a lot of controllers. I've got like the PS4 controller, I've got the Wii U controller, Switch controller, Xbox controller. I did, quite a while back, I bought these hooks because I do have this space on my wall. It's like I was just going to put up hooks just so I could hang all the controllers in one place. I haven't gotten around to it. I should do that this week. That'll clear up a little bit of space. But yeah, I finally arrived in Nightfall on the old Iron character. No estate, no son. Oh, and since I had a poll last week of like, how do we want to deal with heroes in Nightfall? And I couldn't remember, in the old Iron Man document if there were specific rules about heroes, apart from like not using them until you get to Nightfall. So I had a poll of 3 options. One was only use a hero when required for a mission. That would have been the most draconian thing. The other would have been only one hero at a time. I can always use a hero, but only one hero at a time. Or the other option was use 3 heroes, which is kind of what the original Nightfall release was. And I didn't have a huge preference, but chat voted to just do the Nightfall release pattern, which is 3 heroes at once. So, before I talk to him, it occurs to me I've got All for One and One for Justice. I would like to go get Elias, so I'm thinking of maybe doing that. Lion's Arch. I'm also going to be putting more things up for polls, I think. Oh, that's the Eye of the North thing. I have a couple of things. I now have a kind of a Wheel of Fortune, random thing that I can activate. So instead of necessarily just doing a poll, I can just put in a bunch of options, spin a wheel, and come up with some random thing. I'm not planning on using that at all today, but I am thinking Tuesday night, starting up a kind of a chat-driven Baldur's Gate 3 stream. It's like I'll enable the Twitch integration, but also, maybe have places where we just spin for random things. and kind of see what happens. One of Cormyr's sun spears, great. When she passed through here, Cormyr spoke highly of the necromancer Elias. If you're here to help him, what's my sound like? Oh, the sound's okay. If you're here to help him, you might want to hurry. His former comrades in the White Mantle recently kidnapped some more townsfolk they said had been chosen. Bloody Fool ran after them, raving something about meting out justice. You wish to pursue them? Yes. Oh, I need to actually have a party. Heroes. Who do I want to bring along? I can't. Hang on. Koss is captured. I can't add him. Yeah, didn't think so. I'll bring Talcora along. And then Elysia and, let's say, Orion. Yes, let's go help Elias. Now, the Baldur's Gate thing, I don't know that it's necessarily going to be a long-term thing. I think I'm really just going to play it by ear. More Sun Spears, how interesting. Perhaps even ordained. You don't appear as strong as Cormyr, but Grenth tells me you'll be adequate to help me save the kidnapped townspeople from the White Mantle. Yeah, the Baldur's Gate thing, I think I'm just going to start it and see, you know, kind of how it goes, if there's any interest in it. I really don't know how it's going to go. I don't know that I'll do it a lot, unless there is a whole lot of interest, or it might just be something I do periodically, like every other week or something. Now, having said that, Tuesday nights are typically I'm only able to stream for, 3 hours or so. Which will probably be barely enough time to get through character creation and maybe the crash landing of the ship. Oops. So I don't know that a whole lot of major decisions will be made. Although, I am thinking, one of the things I kind of want to have chat do is control the character that I create. Like, chat gets to choose, race, class, maybe even skills. I kind of want to see how much I can open that up. Could be interesting. That, and currently I'm playing through Dark Souls 2, which is going all right, but at the same time, I feel like having an alternate game, having an alternate game going. One of the other reasons that I wanted to hook up kind of a Wheel of Fortune, spin random thing is to maybe even choose the next game that I play. As in, like, maybe I put up, 4 or 5 potential options, spin the wheel, see what we come up with. Especially if I don't have any particular preference. Although I am strongly considering moving on to Hellblade, since I know there's a sequel coming out for that next year sometime. I'm very curious to try that. Yeah. We chased the Abbot away enough to where he can't really protect his friends. Oops. Interrupt. Ooh, barely interrupted that. Alright. Oh yeah, and once I get Elias, I'm gonna have to go take him to train up a white tiger. Why can't we attack him? Oh. We can't attack him because he's got to do his speech. Hey, baby carrot. Welcome in. How you doing? I've only been gone a week, and yet I'm trying to figure out how streaming works. I feel very out of it. Steam's forgotten the game. I have, actually. I feel like I've forgotten a lot. It's like I'm gone for 1 week, and suddenly all my games since. Okie dokie. So, it turns out my system sounds were quite high. No, not a problem. I was kind of thinking maybe something was a little bit off because even the game itself sounded a little bit loud. Okay, I'll dial this down a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Hey there, Jeff. Welcome in. How you doing?
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon. It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms.
It's like Shinobi's confetti redeem every time you redeem it. Yeah, yeah, well, welcome in, Jeff. I was just telling Baby Carrot and Slayer Val was in here earlier. It's like, I've only been gone a week, and yet I feel really weirdly, detached and unplugged from, like, everything. Like, how do I stream? Oh, shoot. See, again, and things like this. It's like, what, it's like, okay, yeah, I just did the Elias quest. Yeah, but I need to actually complete the quest in order to gain him. Oh, I need to go to Kamadan. So, never leave us again. So, yeah, yesterday, I was going to stream yesterday. I was gonna return and do, you know, some more Dark Souls 2. But when it came time to stream, I had to run out and do some errands that was going to delay things for a little bit. But between the trip to New York and then returning, and when I returned, work was crazy for a couple of days. So Saturday was really the first day I had that could be potentially very, very quiet. And I decided to, you know what, I'm just gonna take the day off, you know. That, and I felt like I had, I didn't go to, meant to go to Kaineng. I also had a little bit of seasonal depression yesterday. I was feeling a little bit down. So I felt like just kind of curling up, you know, surfing the internet, napping, you know, doing all that kind of lazy stuff. Which I feel is kind of what I needed. So, never leave us again. Does New York look as glamorous as the movies? Okay, so I can talk a lot. I feel like I can talk a little bit about New York now. I had never gone to New York before. Napping with radioactive Liam, yes, exactly. This was my first time in New York. And I don't know if I would say glamorous. Now, The studio put me, or put all of us, in a hotel right on Times Square. So, which is tourist central, or tourism central. You know, they've got all the giant screens, and you know, there's a lot of, you know, tourist trap type stuff, you know, going on there, which was entertaining. It was diverting, but okay, there's this white tiger. I'm gonna tell him to go grab that white tiger. Times Square was very interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen that many people all in one place, you know, all at once, and I didn't really care for it. You need the white tiger. Well, I don't need. Elias needs it. Is the thing. All right. So yes, now continuing in Nightfall. I just had a slight diversion in that I wanted to get Elias. I need him to need it. That's what it is. Yes. Now I'm gonna swap out stuff here. Resig. No. So let's not do blood. Let's go all in on death. All death, all the time. I'm also gonna give him a little bit of wilderness survival because I need someone to bring along. Hang on, is it wilderness? Oh, it's marksmanship. Okay. Favorable winds is under marksmanship. So chaotic and overcrowded. Iron Tune. Yeah. So the Iron character has finally reached Nightfall. And let's see. No blood magic. No blood magic. Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, Times Square was one thing. It was very much, again, I haven't been to Las Vegas either, but it felt like a very Las Vegas-y kind of a thing, you know. And I actually did have a amusing moment where it was the first night I was there, and I was out. I was looking for a place to have dinner. And there are a lot of restaurants right around Times Square, but a lot of them are really stupidly overpriced. So I was kind of just walking around looking down streets, I just wanted to find a really simple, basic, you know, burger and fries, you know, kind of place, you know. Not McDonald's level. I want something a little more than that, but I also don't want to spend $50 for a burger. Been too busy being sucked into all the new things to keep happening in Guild Wars 2. And emote making, and still dying and working. Oh yeah, Baby Carrot, how are you feeling? Because you were... Are you feeling any better? Because I know you were having some COVID stuff going on. I hope you're feeling at least a little bit better. What do I want to bring? Maybe Deathly Swarm. You were getting better, but had shit sleep last night because you feel like crap today. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, oh yeah, my little side story. So I was wandering Times Square. I'm going down each. What the hell? Oh, I just got an email. So I'm looking down each street to see if I can find some restaurant to eat at. I did ultimately find like an Irish pub, you know, that had burgers. It was reasonable. But what I didn't realize was just myself doing that, you know, just going to each street and pausing and looking down streets. So Times Square, there's a lot of people, there's herds and herds of people, and they're all moving. It's like a river of people just moving. And I would periodically step out of this river so that long enough to look down a street. Now, what I didn't realize was the act of doing that marked me as not necessarily tourist, but someone who's looking for something. So at one street corner where I did this, I was looking down the street. This guy approached me, and I couldn't understand exactly what he was saying, but I'm pretty sure he was trying to sell me drugs. You know, he walked up, and it was like the, hey man, what you need, what you need, what you got, what you need, you know, and but you know, kind of barely intelligible. I'm like, sorry, what were you saying? And I wasn't sure. And then he started rattling off these really weird names of things I can only assume were, you know, different flavors of drugs or something. And it clicked into my head. It's like, oh yeah, I probably look like a tourist, or I'm clearly looking for something. I was not looking for drugs. I was looking for a burger, damn it. But whatever. And upon realizing this, my mistake, it's like, okay, no, I was like, no, thank you. You know, I'm perfectly fine. And I just kind of backstepped back into the river of people and just got swept back down the street. I was like, so that was one of my first experiences in New York. Kind of amusing. But yeah, so Times Square, very touristy. It's one of those places, it's fun to visit, but I couldn't imagine living there. Now, work kept me busy for the most of the time, so I wasn't able to really explore until the last day, when my flight out wasn't until night, so I had pretty much the day just to walk around. So I made a kind of a little map of what I wanted to hit, just walking tour only. I hit like the Lego store that was there, and on the way there was a Nintendo store, which was kind of cool. And I just saw just a bunch of stuff like Rockefeller Center, Radio City, you know, and all that stuff. I did ultimately wander up to Central Park, which was pretty cool. New York, up around where Central Park is and the Guggenheim Museum, suddenly felt a little bit more like home. That felt more like Portland. You know, it's like the pace of the crowds and everything settled down. Things felt a little bit more normal. Yeah, no, Times Square was nuts. What am I doing? Let me bring... Just gonna bring a few extra randoms. Let's see. Sunspears, heard about your debacle at Gandhar. Oh yeah, that's right. So I did the first mission. Bear smash your forces pretty good, and now you're scattered throughout Korna. Poor idealistic fools. Bring nothing but misfortune to all around you. Yeah. Be best for all of us if you were somewhere else. Let me think. I have an old comrade, Elder Jonah. May be able to help you. He's in Ronjok. Go be his headache. Okay, fine. So yeah, with all the craziness, you know, of the New York trip and everything, and coming back, yesterday I was like, you know what, I just don't really feel up to streaming. I'm gonna take the day off. And it was good. Oh, actually, there was another reason why I took yesterday off. Yesterday was actually our studio Christmas party, or it would be at night. Now, for the record, I hate going to those things. I hate going to the studio Christmas party. It's not that I'm necessarily antisocial, it's just I kind of shut down at night. It's like I really don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. You know, the people at work, it's like, yeah, they're friends. I mean, they're casual friends, I suppose. But I don't really see any reason to, or need to interact with them beyond work-related stuff. And so I really wasn't looking forward to the party last night, because again, I'm still kind of done with people. And left to my own devices, I just simply wouldn't go to the holiday party. But the thing is my wife loves to go to the holiday party. You know, it's her kind of her chance to kind of dress up and go be seen. She doesn't usually see the people at work outside of the holiday party, so she usually likes to go. So I was like, well, okay, I don't want to go, but she wants to go. I will go, you know, for her sake. So that was kind of another reason why I kind of took the day off, because it's like, if I'm going to go into the holiday party tonight, you know, the afternoon is going to be the only time I'm going to have really to myself. Well, it turns out my wife, when she came home... Oh, that's right, there's a elementalist over there. It turns out my wife, when she came home from work, she was done with people too. She's like, I cannot deal with people. And she felt guilty. Like, it's like, yeah, I feel like we should go to your holiday party, you know. And I reassured her, like, don't feel like that on my account. I'm perfectly happy to just not, you know, not go. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, very, very sure. So we just went and got a, you know, quick Mexican dinner from one of our local joints and just, you know, collapsed on the sofa for the night. Which was pretty much ideal. Pretty much about all we wanted to do. And yeah, so I've got minions running around now. Oh, also, I just realized Elias is not putting out favorable winds. Elias is not being a helpful ranger secondary, as it turns out. So this is one of the things, is I held a poll last week for which hero am I going to get? Do I get Jin or do I get Sasuke? And ordinarily I pick Jin just so I can be, you know, Team Ranger all the time. And Jin is very good about putting down favorable winds. But chat chose Sasuke instead. So I'm having to go without a ranger for now. Which means that I don't have all my usual ranger support things, which is really honestly just favorable winds. You know what? I'm going to force them to... You have somebody else back here? Not anymore. Scribe. No fireball, no meteor. Yep. So yeah, I'm still not feeling 100% today. But I felt, you know, especially since I didn't stream yesterday, it's like, you know, I need to do a little bit of something today. So, a little bit of this. They're probably going to keep it kind of short, though. This might only be like a 2-hour stream. Maybe get to... I forget how far the... to the next mission. And I am not I'm officially not worrying about, you know, secondary quests, non-primary stuff. I've mentioned a number of times before, Nightfall is kind of a funny campaign for me. It's a perfectly good campaign. It's actually a very good campaign when, you know, storytelling. You can tell, you know, as the games went on, they got better and better at, you know, their narrative stuff and everything. But at the same time, Nightfall, it's good once. It's best once. It doesn't have quite the same replay value that the other games do somehow. For me, I think it comes down to, you know, it's just so much desert. You know, so many different flavors of desert setting, you know, it kind of gets to be a bummer after a while. Run military, sure, although I don't think we have any more to do. Oh, well, actually, this guy might send us on a subquest. Welcome to Ronjok. You're the Sunspears who challenged Varish. Not surprised Zuda fobbed you off on me. He's been bitter about Sunspears for years. I'm afraid you cannot stay here either. I put my village at risk simply by talking to you. Unless, yes, I think I know the perfect place. Some caverns behind the village. They were part of a temple complex once and flowed with sweet water, but they've since become overrun with vile creatures. Cleanse that place with its inhabitants. Will serve as sanctuary. Yeah, let's go clear this place out. Talk to the guardsman. So I'm wondering how I can impress upon Elias that, oh hey look, he's casting favorable winds. Nice. Okay, so maybe he casts favorable winds, but it's normally such a fast, battles are so fast that it's maybe not necessarily a big deal. He doesn't worry about it till the spirit actually does die. I was trying to think, when is the next choice? I guess it's, what, you get to choose between, what, Master of Whispers and Margaret? Because I'll probably end up holding another poll for that when I get there. Yep, alright. I figure it's like, I'll throw polls up for stuff like that. It's like, alright, you know, chat gets to, I know what I, you know, the guys that I ordinarily pick, but let's have you guys mess me up. Zed's before, oh wait, Zed. Is Zed a choice? I thought Zed was forced on you. Not sure. In any case, whenever there's next a choice between, you know, which hero do I want to get, you know, I'll have you guys vote on it. Or if it's a tie, then I'll do a spin the wheel thing. We'll see. He's forced. Yeah, I thought so. I don't have any keys. Okay, yeah, now he's putting down favorable winds. Cool. Ooh, big one. Was that? I thought I saw some more. Oh, okay.
Praise Melandru. The purity of the water is restored. And with it, we gain a base of operations.
Alana, you weren't even with us.
A place to rest.
A place to plan.
It was
A
Uncoro.
place from which to strike back against Varish.
Hang on. Cracking that window open. It's getting a little toasty in here.
General Bale, how goes the search for survivors?
Those traitorous Sunspear dogs are scattered across Korna. We are picking them off one by one.
Do you need any reinforcements from Jahai?
Reinforcements? They are broken. No threat at all.
No threat? I have always found the Sunspears to be very resourceful.
Don't worry, General. They have no place to hide unless the ground itself swallows them up.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Alright, let's see. This place isn't a palace, but at least we're safe from Varish's forces. Set up a command post in the northern end where you can confer with your allies. With all the events of the past few days, Cormyr missing and now being hunted by the Cornans, we'll need a strong new leader to guide us. It's only natural that you've ascended to this position. Is it natural? I literally just got off the boat here. We must tend to the wounded now. I've heard Narashi has returned with word of Kossa's fate. So much to do. Good news and bad news. Good news is Narashi found Koss. Unfortunately, he's been taken prisoner by the Cornans. We need to get him back. He had made a deal with a friendly Corsair captain, Margaret the Sly, and we need her ship to get our wounded back to Istan. That means we need Koss. Go meet Narashi and Arjak Ward. Find a plan. Devise a plan. Right. Oh, and then there's the whole command post thing. Though we're battered, we are not broken, so long as we have you to lead us. At the back of the Sunsphere Sanctuary is an area called the Command Post. This is where you can meet with your squad to discuss battle tactics and strategies. It also links to underground passages to other areas of Korna. We can move about undetected by Varish. Dunkoro is waiting in the Command Post. No doubt he has some plans on how we should proceed. Right. Hang on. So one thing is now that I've got heroes, I do need to keep an eye out for equipment. Or equipment drops. And it looks like I don't actually have anything currently. For the heroes. So I need to get them all outfitted. Any of these maybe have rune? This maybe has a rune. Energy store. Oh, okay. I can use that. Okay. Holy damage you receive increased. Health. Right. Yeah, I need to start insigniaing the heroes. Oops. Hey, look at there. A minor vigor. Let's see. Who do I want to give that to? You know what? I think Elias is likely to be my most constant companion. And Sasuke... I I don't know that I want him to have major energy storage, though. You know what? I'll give it to him until he gets, until I get a major earth. Or major fire. And I'm going to keep this axe for when I get cost back. And I can get rid of most of the crafting. You know what I need to do? At some point, I need to go back to... Oh, I've got some more runes here that I can put on people. You know what? Here, Elias, have a little energy. I need to go back to Kaineng, to Oroku, so I can craft up some more masks. The other ranger profession masks, like, you know, beast mastery, expertise, and all that jazz at some point. Alright, so what are we doing? Primary quests. Great Escape. Eat an Arcjock. I'll go ahead and I'll talk to Dunkoro out here. I don't know that I'll do the command post stuff, but why? Oh, I don't know why I just rezzed my pet, but whatever. You know what I've said about sticking to the plan? When the situation changes, get a new plan. To stand against Varish's forces, we have to regain our strength. That means rescuing our Sunspear brothers and sisters scattered throughout hostile territory. Narashi, our scout, has discovered a small company of Khornan guards escorting a band of captured Sunspears. But here's the plan. We ambush the guards before they reach the Sunward Marshes and rescue our captured brethren. If we wait, there'll be too many to fight. As it is, we'll be outnumbered, but we are Sunspears. We can handle it. So that's the plan. Okay. Sunward Marshes... But we're going to Arcjock, I think. Hey, Holson. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Yeah, this is a totally different map. Yeah, Holson, I've been saying I've been away for a week or so. I was on a work trip to New York, which is a bit of an experience. And just kind of getting back, learning how to push buttons again. Messed up sleep? I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. I've fortunately been... I had a hell of a time sleeping in New York. Not because of the noise, strangely enough. Just because, I guess, routine was disrupted. But now that I'm back home, thankfully, I'm sleeping pretty well. Feels like. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going all the way down there. Okay. Different time zone. Yeah, it's New York is 3 hours ahead of me. But I don't feel like I was really affected by the time zone as much. Or if I was, it kind of worked out in my favor weirdly, because I never got enough sleep really in New York that by the time I came home, I was able to settle right back into my routine with like pretty much no adjustment. Which is good, you know. If I was going to be jet lagged, you know, better be jet lagged over there than when I come back home, I suppose. Big country, yeah. Yeah, I was able to sleep out there. It's just that I'd go to sleep, but then I'd wake up like every hour or two. You know, I couldn't get a solid night's sleep for the duration. Oh, shoot. That's right. These mandragores. These guys are really annoying enemies. Or they can be. Oh, I was going to interrupt that. Oh, well. He chose the one moment when my hand was up to cast Stone Flesh. Oh, well. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, New York was certainly interesting. They had us in a hotel right on Times Square. So, you know, which was an experience for sure. Oops. More of these guys. Holy, what the hell? What is hitting us? You're getting wiped out. It's funny how it's more time difference from me to New York than for you in Sweden going to Spain. Is it really? Yeah, because here, right now, it's like almost 4 o'clock Pacific time, so it would be almost 7 o'clock New York time. But yeah, New York was interesting, strange. Times Square is very much a tourist trap kind of place. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, we've like double, triple aggroed. Yeah, when I went to New York, I was all prepared to be disabused of stereotypes, of New York stereotypes. But like, you know what? I've seen a lot of New York in the media and everything. But I figure, you know, you can't trust that stuff. You know, a lot of that stuff is really stereotype. You know, it's not necessarily real or true. So I was reserving judgment. Particularly when it comes to taxis. The stereotype being, you know, the New York taxi driver. Crazy, insane drivers. Very rude, you know, and on all that jazz. Turns out, actually, the stereotype is there for a reason. He's a crazy driver. Oops, water. Sweden and Spain are 2 hours. Meanwhile, it's 12:50. So Baby Carrot is, yeah, about 3 hours behind. Well, actually, no, she's 27 hours ahead of me. Don't take my points. Oh, hang on. I've got to get pets up. So yeah, the New York taxi driver, he was actually quite nice, but otherwise he fit the stereotype to a T, you know. He very nearly crashed into another taxi cab, you know, driving me from the airport to the hotel. So I was like, it's okay. You can slow down a little bit. It's fine. I'm not in a hurry. And he's like, nope, gotta go. Like, okay. Trying to think what other. I have any other New York stories? I did take time to have an actual New York pizza. I've had New York style pizza before. You know, it tends to be very flat, very floppy, you know, kind of cardboard-ish. Which is a style that I typically don't like. However, I do have to say, the pizza that I did have in New York was actually, for not liking that general style, it was actually quite good. It had a certain crispness to it that a lot of New York style pizzas that I have had here in Portland don't have. So that was actually quite nice. Aren't like gigantic? The pizzas, they tend to be quite large. They tend to be quite large, but also quite flat. You know, very, very thin crusts. And I typically don't like that because I think Lark said it best, you know, or she kind of agrees, is I prefer more of a pan-style pizza, which has a little bit more of a thicker crust. not necessarily full-on Chicago style, you know, deep dish stuff. That's going kind of a little too far overboard, but I like there to be a little bit of structure, you know. A little bit of thickness to the pizza, you know. Oh, we just lost another pet. But yeah, this pizza was actually, you know, pretty good. Then I also got a New York hot dog from a hot dog stand right outside Central Park. I ate it in Central Park. That just felt like a very touristy thing to do, you know, so. I also follow an Australian streamer. It's like 9 hours ahead of you. Nothing beats an artisan Neapolitan pizza. In your opinion. Yeah, I tend to be fairly basic. I was just gonna get like, you know, basic pepperoni pizza, but I was like, no, when I got there, they actually had this one. It was a pizza by the slice. So yeah, the pizzas were very large, but they all cut it into slices, and most of these places, I mean, you can order a whole pizza if you want, but if you go in to eat there, chances are you're gonna get a couple of slices of pizza, which is what I got 2 slices of. They had a Meat Lovers pizza, which was quite good. Where is the pet? We've lost a pet somewhere. Hang on. I don't want to wander too far away from where. Who is that? Oh, will that be Elias's pet? We're missing one. I think our large is like American small. Oh, there's the tiger. Okay, got him. Yeah, my wife and I often remark, you know, it feels like every time we go to a movie theater now, the size of drinks has gotten larger. Now a small or child size drink of like soda is like this big. Or maybe it's smaller, but it's super round. It's practically a bowl. I'm like, no, child size. I just need a little bit. You know, I don't need this massive amount. But nope, they always want to upsell you. And again, that's the small. The larges are, you know, these giant, you know, they're basically tubs of, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken size, you know, drinks anymore. A little bit ridiculous. A slightly bigger than a baby's sippy cup. Yeah, a little bit bigger than that, you know, should be the child size, I feel, you know. Because it's like a lot of times when we go to the theater, it's like we don't want that much, we just want a little bit. You know, you give us a giant thing like that, it's like we'll drink it, but we'll also need to go to the bathroom like an hour in the middle of the movie, you know, and don't want to do that. Oh, that's right. I've got Elias, so we've got minions. All right. There's 2 groups here. Oh, well, actually, it's not too bad. It's just these spotters. And then these guards. Enough size for, yeah. Large is 0.4 liters. Let's say 0.4. Just bought something the other day. It was 0.4 liters. I forget what. Oh yeah, well, yeah, when you go to the store, was it the 2-liter bottle sizes? You know, those those tend to be, quite large, and, could last you for a couple of days easily. I think, was it like 16 ounces? Or, actually, I think the ideal, a lot of times what I want is I think they're 8-ounce cans of soda. 16 ounces, it's like, yeah, I can drink that, but that's kind of that's overkill. Like an 8-ounce can is usually, like, if I feel like, I want a little bit of Coke. Usually what I mean by that is like about 8 ounces. Essentially just enough, a taste is all that's needed or desired. Anything else is overkill. Oh right, we're gonna get stomped on by artillery. Get the field commander. I think the field commander is the one controlling the artillery. Yep. There we go. Oh, hey, Koss. Koss is dancing. Great escape. Took you long enough. I was getting tired of that Cuba fellow. About near chewed through my shackles so I could shut him up myself. Things definitely went south at Gandera, didn't they? So you found a place to hole up while I was the guest of these Cornins. Good, good. We're gonna see what supplies we can find in the garrison, then pay my Corsair friend a visit. I'll meet you back at the command post. Okie dokie. 16 ounces, usually large. Beer bottles is 16 or 11. Ounce, always those Americans with their freedom units, yeah. I'm afraid I don't know the metric conversions, as well as I should. For the record, I am all for switching over to metric, and actually I do use metric for certain measurements. Like, in my job and life and things, but somehow weight and fluid measurements always revert to being American ones. We need to evacuate the wounded. We'll never make it to the coast with everyone in the country against us. However, it seems not all Cornins are happy with Barish. If we win over more of the populace, it will make the evacuation not much easier. Local priests may be able to help us with that. To make all this work, we'll need a new leader. I think it should be you. Of course, you'll have to be able to command the respect of all Sunspears. Therefore, you must first achieve the rank of Sunspear General, or be one of the distinguished leaders Cormyr herself recruited from foreign language. Aha! So, I fit the second portion here. Required hero costs. Okay. Kicking Talcora, bringing costs. And I'm going to add a... Oops, no. I'm going to add an extra monk here. Metric is more precise, or is it the other? Metric is generally more precise, I believe, and much more standardized. So it's very easy. It's like the American stuff is like, what? There's 12 inches to 1 foot, and then 3 feet to 1 yard, and I forget how many yards to a mile. It's like, whereas metric, it's always easy. It's always multiples of 10, or factors of 10. So on paper, metric is much easier. It's just I've been so raised in with next thing you know, you crash into Mars because you didn't use the metric system. Actually, I believe NASA does use metric. Use metric for everything, but the marine world, then you use feet and nautical mile. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, I believe when it comes to working internationally for like machined parts and everything, a lot of companies will use metric, you know, from an engineering standpoint. Everything on the water is nautical. Not everyone is happy with us being here. In fact, most fear reprisal from Varish and the Cornan military. Zudash Dejaren, who apparently knows Koss, is currently in Yolan Haven, is blackmailing us. Seems he owes some Corsairs quite a bit of gold. He wants us to pay his debt, or he'll rat us out to the Cornans. Wipe out Zudash's debt. That's a side quest thing, isn't it? Which I'm not super interested in. And measuring boats or feet. That's interesting. I wonder why they wouldn't use metric for nautical stuff. And the hero shall lead them. While I was at the garrison, I overheard talk of captured sun spears to the north of Nundu Bay. Rojas will meet us at Ventus Cemetery to assist with the evacuation. We must proceed with caution, however. The guards use sentry traps to keep wild creatures. Ah, yes, I remember this mission. Yeah. I'll pick up his quests, but again, I don't really have any particular expectation of doing them. Rescue Sunspear forces. Sunward marches. Okay, so since I'm in Sunward marches, there was another building the base. If there's side quests that are kind of like on the way to a main quest, I've got no problem doing them. I just don't want to be pulled too far off the Oh, Dunkoro's got to be present. Well, screw that. Alright. Dunkoro trolled, yeah. It's like, nah, I'm not particularly interested. I've got my team here. I mean, I don't particularly like having... I like Koss as a character, but not so much as a hero. I tend to prefer, you know, some flavor of range. Oh, actually, that does remind me, though, is I was keeping that axe for him. Although I need to reset his... I think right now he's sword. I need to reset his skills for axe. Alright. Great Beast Bounty. Not sure. Sure, because it's easier somehow. Your boat is 4.9 meters or 16 feet. Oh, shoot. Well, got these guys to deal with. Glad I didn't wander too far up. Or you make the boat 5 meters to begin with. Or 16 feet and some toes, yeah. See, that seems to be the thing, and it's like... I'm a big fan of, like, rounding, you know, to the nearest whole number in whatever measurement I'm using. It's like, even tipping at restaurants, you know, I'll see it's like, oh, if this is a, you know, 20% tip, you know, okay. Plus a little extra just to get it up to a whole number. It's not because the service was that much better, it's just, I like seeing the whole numbers, you know. And it's a pretty passive math exercise. Dabbing a Deathbringer? Oh, he's okay. He's a dervish boss, apparently. Wonder if he would bring oh, that's right. Oh, okay, yeah, I just realized something. I was about to say, it's like, oh, maybe he'll drop a green item. And I'm like, no, wait. I am on the Iron Challenge. I should not be wanting green items. But then I thought, it's like, well, what about green items for heroes? And it's like, you know what? No, I don't think green items for heroes either. I feel it's more interesting to have to rely on drops for everything, I think. More work, for sure. But you're not allowed. Yeah, exactly. You're not allowed. Oh, let's get... Okay, that Scribe is dead. Oh yeah, I don't have the disarm trap skill yet. Alright, step back. Away from the trap. Tipping in restaurants to the next round numbered because too lazy or carry around those $4.15. Then again, being expected to tip because the boss is too greedy. Yeah, so tipping, yeah, I agree. Tipping as a general thing should not be a thing, you know, or not used the way it is. The way it is now is, yeah, they will not pay workers enough and rely on customers to, you know, kind of fill in a wage gap. It's like, that's not what it's supposed to do. It's one thing if you're tipping because, you know, someone really, it's like, wow, this person was great service or was really funny or whatever, but it's like, no, I'm not here to pay you what you're supposed to be paid to begin with. You know? Oh. Hang on. Not even when green items drop during your run? No, if green items drop, I need to trash them, I think. 1 nautical mile is 1.85 kilometers, same as 1 knot speed on water, on land. Huh, okay. Measuring distance way easier, knowing those. Oh, hey, Zeros. Welcome in. How's the trip to New York? It was alright. I'm glad to be home. You know, it's nice to be back in my routine. But I am glad I went. It was fun. A very Las Vegas experience, to be sure. You know, being in Times Square. But New York was okay. I mentioned, it's like, you know, once I wandered away from Times Square, I wandered over towards the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Guggenheim. And that area felt more like Portland, you know, less theme parky, more, I don't know, real, for lack of a better word. Generally, pretty clean, you know, I saw a lot of people out, you know, cleaning, you know. Only occasionally got smells, you know, usually if there was like a sewer grate nearby, sometimes there'd be a bit of a sewer smell. But generally, pretty good. And lots of traffic. Yeah, so that was the very first Deadly Cabbies, yeah. So I mentioned before is that when I went to New York, I was prepared. It's like, you know what? I'm going to keep an open mind. I've heard all the stereotypes about like New York cab drivers and everything, but I was prepared to be disabused of the stereotype. It's like, you know, this is my first time in New York. You know, I'll let the cabbie, you know, prove it wrong. Nope. The cabbie was absolutely insane. He was I will say he was a very nice driver, or nice, you know, chatting, talking driver. But when it comes to the driving part, ooh, he was insane. You know, he very nearly crashed into another cab at one point. And yeah, the instant, you know, dodging and darting into lanes and the constant honking of horns. It's like, wow, that part of the stereotype is true. It is actually true. Generally pretty clean.
Listen up. We lost the fleet at the Battle of
About to say
Gandhar.
something dangerous.
We're not stuck.
Was I?
I've arranged passage back to Istan.
First time chat from Dot Hack Boot. Welcome in. So many pets, yes.
Between us and the ship that'll take us home.
Welcome in. Yes, this is one of my things. Is I like to equip.
You better explain.
I like to equip all my heroes with pets. So I run around with like this army of green dots.
But we're going to have to move quickly. The longer we're out in the open, the more likely the Cornins will come down on us.
And of course, the pets will always be in cinematics.
Just stick close and we'll get you home safe.
Pets and a few minion. I have one minion master. Yes,
Be sure to check with Rogus about the sentry traps. Other than that, we're ready to go.
my own personal Zerg. Invasive. Yeah, the white tigers are an invasive species. I'm a cat guy. I like cats. You know. Let's see. Did I get anything of interest here? Milani might be interested in this scythe. Maybe. 9 to 18. 9 to 39. Yes, she will be more interested in that. Oh, I'll need to go customize that for her, though. You know, let me go do that real quick. Death Nova? Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of skills. What do I have? So I've got Flesh Golem, Death Nova, Blood of the Master, and just as an extra one, I just threw Deadly Swarm in there. This is kind of a soft iron run. Like I don't have maxed out weapons. I'm just relying on whatever drops in the world. This is my bow. I suppose it's kind of maxed, but stats aren't super great. Oh wait, merchant? No. I wanted weaponsmith. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's the whole building the base thing to get the weapon thing. You know what? I'll just go to Kemedan. And where? Weapons. Here we go. Just download Guild Wars 1. Your Ranger has so many birthday vouchers. Yeah, at some point they switched to the vouchers because they used to give like gift boxes that would take up inventory, but of course people's inventory, you know, tended to be full. Hooked scythe, yep. Customize and give that to Milani. She can hit slightly harder now. And I'm going to keep this and sell everything else. Oh, right. Hang on. I need to also... I did get a decent weapon for Koss. It's an axe. So I'm going to have to switch his skill bar around a little bit. Did I ever do Underworld Field Clear? No. I didn't do a whole lot of speed clear stuff. I used to do a lot of farming, though, for what I could. Usually as a ranger, which a lot of times meant, shadow form, whirling defense, or in some places trapping, or also in a pinch, being a spirit spammer was viable. Let's see, axe. What do I have? Let's take out the swordsmanship. Put in axe. They still give the gift boxes, but only for low birthday tune. Oh, really? I was unaware. Still get gifts rather than vouchers for the first 8 years. Oh, so if you created a new character, you would still get boxes up until like 8 years? Oh, okay. Your favorite was Elementalist Monk? Missed the days of daily speed clears. There are still people, I think, Fissure of Woe Dervish speed clearing is a thing. I don't know so much about... oh, that's swordsmanship. I don't know so much about Underworld, if there's stuff going on there. I'm not a great axe guy. Say weakness if he has a deep wound. Cyclone axe, sure. Inflict a deep wound. Yeah, let's bring that. Oh, let's also bring disrupting. You know what? Let's bring disrupting. I kind of like all my party members to have an interrupt of some sort. Miss the old pre-factions release on Underworld runs. Yeah, I still have memories of... I guess it must have been after factions, but there was a spirit bonding duo build that I would run with an old guild friend, you know, sometimes. Zeros, if you're quiet. Yeah, no problem. Dervish can do anything and everything. Yeah, Dervish is weird. It's like I respect it, but at the same time, I could never really get into Dervish. And I don't know why. I feel like I just had some kind of mental block against them. So, but you're right, you know, they are, you know, they can pretty much go anywhere and do just about anything. Sell, and sell. I'm just trashing everything that I don't need. So, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I was gonna do Venta. I was talking about maybe ending a little bit early. Venta's not that long of a mission, though, so... Just got 3 7 years and pulled a Black Beast. Oh, Black Beast of Arg. Ton of grinding to do on RuneScape. Oh, that's right. You, yeah, so Zeros, I think I had seen something in one of your other chats, like maybe in Spacey's chat or something, that you were grinding trying to get a purple Santa hat. Was that what you were going on about? If so, good luck with the grind. Yep, that was it. All right. Well, good luck with it. I myself have not played RuneScape. I think I tried to once a long time ago. I couldn't quite get into it. It was a hard one for me because it felt like it was one where you wanted to have a guild, you wanted to have more of a social net around, and I tend to be a little bit more of a solitary player a lot of times. Which is part of the reason I liked Guild Wars, because it's like, oh yeah, I can play solo, but with a team of, you know, idiot AI henchmen, you know. So it's like I'm alone and yet not alone. You don't need a guild or a clan. You can solo everything? Okay. Good to see you. And to think you've got all your arms and legs attacked after all you've been through. As a matter of fact, I managed to figure out a way to disarm those pesky sentry traps. Oh, right. Once we're on our way, Margaret is waiting on the other side of the garrison. Yep, let's start the mission. You can solo in RuneScape. It's funny, I know RuneScape is actually still quite popular. I don't imagine that I'm going to need a whole lot of help rezzing people here. So I'll swap that out. Okay, what was the bonus? Is it worth getting into these days from scratch? In the office, you're more of a solitaire player. Oh, bum. Oh yeah, I've got a sound for that. Is it this one? Nope. Wrong one. There we go. It was always going to be the... I need to put proper icons on this thing, you know. Now, I forget where all the... Oh, does it... It marks them. Right. Okay, cool. And what? We need to kill the commander, or I guess just kill all of them. Kill all the guards at guard posts, right. Is for the bonus. Free to play members, free to play is good for getting your feet wet. Even a full on new, don't know anything about the game. I know there's old school RuneScape, and then there's like an updated version. So there's like two versions of RuneScape. That's about all I know about it. I've caught a couple of streams of Josh Hayes, you know, playing it. But otherwise I couldn't tell you much. Oh, hang on. The items worth billions. If you can find rare stuff. I believe so. Yeah, I'm not super sure. Old school had the old school graphic style. Some HD client. Yeah, our RuneScape 3 is the more updated. That's the one. Somebody's tiger is not attacking. Alright, what's the path? I guess I'll just go hit the southern. I'm gonna go this way. Didn't want to aggro both groups. Black Party Hat is 50 billion gold pieces. He's hidden behind the... There we go. This patrolling group here is kind of annoying. I was hoping to bypass them entirely. Oh, our minions are gonna aggro. Yep, minions aggroed. Well, hopefully we get far enough away that don't actually have to deal with them. Let's see. RuneScape 3 is more updated and updated combat. Also interested in Albion Online. That's another one that I played that one briefly. Don't recall a whole lot about it though. Did you try RuneScape? Willing to assist getting a few levels of gear. It's like I've considered every now and then maybe doing a first-timer RuneScape kind of a stream. Just out of curiosity. I don't know that it's one that I'll get super into. I'm gonna disarm this trap here. But I do know, like, based off of, like, you know, the Guild Wars streams, you know, if there's any RuneScape fans out there, it's probably fun watching a first-timer play the game. We don't want to go too far close to the fortress. Playing Path of Exile from time to time. So hard to get into when season switches. You have to start. Path of Exile resets you? Ouch. That's a bummer. I mean, I suppose that's an interesting interesting mechanic. Can I thread the needle here? Oh, we could, but then that spirit messed it all up. Get this priest. That game, it's so hard. Yeah, Path of Exile, I think is that the one? I think I downloaded it, and I played it for a little bit, and ultimately I think I saw the skill tree on it, and it was just this absolutely massive skill tree. And it kind of turned me off. I was like, wow, this looks like a big investment of time, which I'm not averse. You know, had I had that game come out back when I was in my Guild Wars 1 days, when I had that much more time, I probably would have been into it. But these days, I'm afraid not so much. Path of Exile never got into due to that. There's a standard in Path of Exile, it doesn't reset, and then there are seasons with new stuff every couple months where all characters get pushed into standard. It doesn't reset you when the new season starts. You need to start a new character from scratch because it's different mechanics in the seasons. Okay, so you don't necessarily lose your character. It just kind of gets shoved into a different portion of the game, I guess. This standard bit. Interesting. No, I'm just going to charge in. And disarm from here. Yes. Okay, cool. See. Old characters get pushed into the standard league, and if you want to play the new league... Okay. I see. So, yeah. I think I get what you're saying. Kind of goofy. It's like, I'm not really paying attention here, so I don't know that I'm going to master this. I'd like to, but this is the problem with having my big Zerg army here, is it's a little easy, too easy to over aggro. Lately doubled up on the skill tree once complete the main campaign. Once cleared, get another skill tree just as massive. Oh my god. It's like the first one was kind of a quit moment for me. I was like, oi. Then to find out there's a second one. It's that's quite a thing. Plus, on top of that, the league mechanics. I can get a friend up to the right level, and remember, I will gladly give them a pair of weapons to dual wield worth 4 million. I do kind of miss. Oh shit! We got patrolled here, and I didn't even realize it. Oops! No, don't disarm. I meant to. Guild Wars doesn't really have a weapon economy anymore, since it's kind of been. I don't want to say abandoned, but there have been no updates on it for such a long time. I believe arm braces are still worth quite a bit, or they've become their own. Excuse me, they've become their own currency type now. Kind of along the lines of ectos. And
hey, give my love to Finland.
hey there, Dargus. How you doing today?
Boy, you're now second best in the family.
Well, as humans like to say, third time's the charm, right?
There we go. I was trying to disarm that trap like 3 times in a row and just could not get it. Yeah, how you doing today, Dargus? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. You're forced to look up builds on the internet to follow, because that skill tree can either make you game-breakingly powerful or one-shotted. Path of Exile removed 2 things kind of liked some years ago. Some daily quests where people teamed up, including 1 PvP daily. Exclusive reward. What the hell? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we probably do want to deal with these guys. There's arena thing now you can do to farm gear. Dargus ordered pizza. Pizza made you super sick. Oh no. Took a shower. Now I see a 2023 that looks like a 2021 stream. Is it time for House of the Dragon? Aha, yes. The old, yeah, when does the new season of that come out? Oops. Not that I'm invested at all. I haven't watched. I haven't even watched. Oops. Move any closer, will be detected. Yeah. Garrison is aware of our presence. Oh shit. Right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Hang on. That was,
Connor, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm getting murdered here.
This hurts. Nothing to see here, please.
Oh shit. I completely forgot about the garrison bombardment, that's a thing. So this will definitely not be a Masters playthrough. How the cat's doing? Cat's doing all right. I'm curious if I can actually. res anyone here. Oh, I can't.
Son, are you winning? No, you're not winning. What the fuck are you doing? You're dead, son.
Yeah, and I like literally started off this mission with like, you know what? I'll swap in the disarm trap on my res because it'll be fine. It's not like they're gonna die at all. Yeah, so I don't have any way to get my team back up. Shit. All right, well, it was funny. I hate this mission. This mission, as I recall, isn't bad at all, but it does help if it does help to remember how things work. It also helps, as it turns out, to allocate all your skill points. I've got some guys that have gained levels here. Hang on. All right, let's try this again. Good luck for the next try. Yeah. Let's see. Well, let's just go. And I'm okay. Now I'm aware, or I've been reminded of the bombardment. Yep. Okay. Oh, you know what? No. Put it over comfort. Oh no, if I put it over comfort animal, if Donut died, no, I'll put it over the rest. I'm gonna live dangerously. Yet again. So this time I'm gonna hit these two and then go back up. I'm not gonna go that southern route. Reminds me, that's how I lost survival on tile on your assassin. Oh, really? On this bombardment? That sucks. And yet, what a way to go. I don't know why these tigers aren't attacking. Come on. Tigers, attack. I brought you along. Okay. Mungo's on your lap. The very beginning of the title, so not a whole lot. Yeah, that's fair. Neutralize all guard posts. Watch out for bombardment. You can tell when I'm not paying, you know, a whole lot of attention. Okay. All pretty easy. So, oh, come on, Cornyn. There. No. Pick up the bolts of cloth, and now let's go back. All right. Two lazy cats. Yeah, our cats are doing fine. Liam is still drinking out of the bathtub, and we need to take him to the vet at some point because, you know, we suspect he's getting arthritic. He's behaving fine, but, you know, I think he's been getting a bit arthritic of late. Alice, our skinny black cat, she's kind of constantly congested. Oh, I mean, good morning to you. fighting a difficult dungeon boss with the dog on your lap. Well, I mean, how much do you need to move? I would imagine it's more of a keyboard mouse situation. You know, I'm just going to tell them to go deal with that. Oh, right. There we go. Got it. You got to move a lot. Well, I mean moving, but I mean moving with your, like, you know, mouse and keyboard, not actually moving your legs, I would think. But then again, what do I know? Maybe you're playing RuneScape with foot pedals. Oh, it rains ice spikes. Oh, so you've got a lot of AoE to dodge. Just like me, but dodging and failing to dodge a bombardment. All right. Easier. So, I was wrong in that it's like, oh yeah, this mission's quick. You know, maybe that won't be it. But I wasn't planning on dying to the garrison that way. It's like, I realized it's been long enough since I played. I used to have a path for doing this mission, and I've actually forgotten the path. To where I never even had to deal, you know, get close to the garrison. But it's been long enough. It's an issue. Alright, I'm going to grab the coins and go. Alright, so these two I'm going to do a different way. Oh, shoot. I need to keep an eye on my compass so I don't over-aggro. But yeah, I was vaguely thinking of, you know, keeping the stream a bit short today. So maybe after this mission I'll kind of wind down a little bit. Oh. What did we get here? Is this something Elias can use? Death magic. He can. He's currently using a staff, but I'll put that in his offhand. Okay, so last time I went up that road, which is not the way to go. I'll go up this side road. Okay. Neutralized. This patrol is going to be trouble. Wipe them out. Man, the bowmen are really... Again, it's one of those moments where it's like, yes, I play as Ranger. There's a part of me that should be proud of how annoying fellow Rangers can be, you know? They just sit there and just block all the attacks. It's like, well, no. I want to be the indestructible Ranger. The other Rangers on the opposing team, I want them to be squishy. Okay. Okay, that guard post now disabled. Now I can safely swing around. Mostly safe. Earth Staff. Sasuke might be able to use that. All right. Earth Staff. Basic. 10 to 18. Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's still using fire stuff. We'll swap that on him. Alright, priest down. So, I don't know that I've talked a lot about it today. I think I mentioned it at one point earlier in the stream. So, normally I stream on Tuesday nights, Saturday afternoons, and then this, Sunday afternoons. I don't know if it's actually triggered, but there's been a reminder that I've been strongly considering starting up a Baldur's Gate 3, kind of a chat-driven run on Tuesday nights. Just because I feel like doing something a little bit different. So I'm thinking I'll run that this coming Tuesday, starting, around 7 o'clock Pacific time. The idea is that there's a Twitch integration that allows chat viewers to vote on dialogue options, on certain choices. I want to extend that a little bit farther and actually hold polls and or Wheel of Fortune kind of... Oh, I need to go this way. Wheel of Fortune kind of rolls for certain things. I'm just going to let the minions... Oh, shoot, I shouldn't because... Okay, yeah. Pets and the Sun Spears that I'm evacuating, I was worried about losing some of them. So I was thinking with Baldur's Gate 3, it's like, starting that up, it'd be fun to include the integration to character creation so that, chat would be able to vote on, like, what race, class, gender, etc. that my character will end up being. Thought that could be funny. So I'm thinking I'll start that up. this Tuesday. I have no idea how it'll go. I'm not necessarily committing to a full playthrough, but it's more of a, maybe periodically I'll come back to it, you know, if there's enough interest. Or maybe I'll make a redeem. It's like, you know, maybe 1,000 points. Like, yeah, let's keep playing Baldur's Gate or something. I don't know. I'm quite literally going to be making it up as I go along. Right. Need to be closer to disarm. I need to be even closer. Get this guy. Alright. 11 of 12 guard. There's still another one? Okay, yeah. Over here. Alright, in theory, last one. Over here. Well, not in theory. In practice, it is last one. Disarm the trap. Get the bowman. Alright, now we are clear. Clear to escape. And at this point, I don't think there's even any more enemies. Well, none that I have to fight, at least. Oh, wait. Oh, there might be some. Although I might be able to just sneak past them. Maybe. This is kind of a big group up here. Okay, they're pulling off to that side. Okay, I am going to have to deal with this group on top of this hill, though. Oh, shoot. We've got a spotter coming in. Going to give us grief. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Number Crunchy! Welcome in. First time chat. Am I doing a self-imposed old hero rule? Yeah, it's kind of a self-imposed... a little bit of a soft Iron Man kind of thing, where it's just no, you know, only weapons that drop in the world. Boy, we really stepped in it on this one. Oh, and now we've got the... Yeah. Because why aggro... Why aggro just 2 groups when you can aggro 3? Oh, boy. Alright. Let's, try to pull... Maybe pull these guys more into a ball. You know what? No. Run. I need a healer to survive. I need somebody with a res to survive. Shoot. Because I lost my res again. And I don't want this to go quite as south as... Okay, I've still got Menlo. Okay. So, I'm going to disable the pet resing for a little bit until we can get our party up. If you want Iron Man RuneScape, Iron Man is no trade. Yeah, there's also... Yeah, that's what this is as well, is no trade. It's only stuff that you can get from drops in the world. And in this world, it also means no green items, because when green items drop, they're already maxed out and, you know, perfect weapons. So no, I need to only get stuff that is if we can get Kim up. Okay, well. Okay, we've got Kim. Oh, there's a spotter in that group on the hill. We need to get him. Because otherwise we're just going to keep aggroing the group on the hill. Alright. Back to these guys. It's like we could spend all day on the Rangers because they block so much stuff. Oh, yeah, you know what? There's a trap here. All right. Guard post alert. What do you mean guard post? Alert meter. Guard posts are all done. Ah. Donut died to the, to an archer. Alright, we're getting a few free levels here. Okay, all pets active and alive. Okay. Now. Hardcore Iron Man, 1 death, characters deleted, yeah. Guild Wars there's no, like, official, you know, Iron Man thing. There are a number of different versions of Iron Man that, you know, the community has cooked up. The Survivor Iron Man is certainly one. I'm not going that hardcore. Hey, mission over.
Marguerite, got my boat?
That depends, my friend. Got my money?
You sure you want the money? My friendship's worth more than mere gold, isn't it?
You're charming, Koss, but I can't spend charming. The money, please. It's always a pleasure doing business with honest people. Welcome aboard. Koss, she's a Corsair. Can we trust her?
Only for as long as the money lasts. But for the moment, you can relax. We're going home.
Meanwhile...
You let those Sunspears escape?
There were only a few of them, sir. We've already captured and killed most of their forces.
Only a few. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Increase the patrols. Burn the villages that help these traitors. Send word to the War Marshal.
Yes, sir. What should I tell her?
Tell her to send me the hunger.
The hunger. Dun dun dun. Oh, in spite of the in spite of that embarrassing near wipe, ended up mastering after all. All right, let's see. Just sight for sore eyes. You wouldn't believe the rumors that have been flying around. Bodies, empty boats washing ashore ever since you left. Council is in session. Tell your tale to Elder Sewell. All right. Well, I think, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm still not feeling 100%, back to normal. So I want to kind of quit while I'm ahead. Let me take a look, see what's going on out on Twitch. Thanks for the stream. Yep. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to switch over to chatting here. And, oh yeah, I was going to mention, oh, I just realized I don't have my Spotify shit running. That's extra maintenance. I won't worry about it. But yeah, I think I'm going to end there. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. And like I say, I'm going to, I think Tuesday, I'm going to start, Tuesday night, around 7 o'clock, I'm going to start up a Baldur's Gate 3 chat-driven stream, maybe both. I don't know. We'll see. You guys get to choose what my stuff does, or what my character is, choices they make, all that kind of stuff. Could be interesting. Chat's going to make you date all the party members. I know. There's actually another streamer that I saw that did one of these, a chat-driven Baldur's Gate 3 stream, and they killed her, or they killed her off. They killed off all the party members within like 2 hours, and effectively ended the game within 2 hours, to where it was impossible to move forward. So that's also a possibility. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Who is online? Tessa is on. She's playing Gisant. Danger Dork is on. He is chatting. Let's see. More people. Iris is in Fortnite. Cannibal Kane is in SnowRunner. SnowRunner. I don't know that I've seen. He is currently taking a break. Let's see. Let me look over here. I'm following someone who's playing Sekiro. I don't actually know this person. I don't know when or where I started following. You know what? Something a little bit different. Someone a little bit different. I haven't been in this guy's stream for a little while. He's a bit chaotic. He's currently it's Bilbo. He's currently in Resident Evil 4. He's kind of a fellow friend of a number of people. He beware of some adult humor though. But I haven't rated him in quite a... Actually, Bilbo's a riot. Yeah, he's pretty chaotic. So I'm gonna set up a raid for here. Yeah, very not PG. So you've all been warned. He'll probably keep it somewhat PG for the first minute or so, out of politeness for the raid, and then the facade will drop. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, protect your ears. So I'm going to send you his way. You guys know the deal. Subscribers, first one. If you're unsubscribed, copy, paste, second message. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. And yeah, like I say, I'll be back Tuesday night with a crazy, weird, chaotic, chat-driven attempt at Baldur's Gate 3. I have no idea what will happen, but we'll see. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.